Latoya Jackson Hooks, and I own 575 Tumbling, so I'm a small business owner. I teach tumbling and cheer classes.
I am a director for New Mexico Junior College, and I oversee our workforce training department. Number 2, I am a business owner, and I get to travel all over the country as a public speaker. And number 3, I am also a writer. I am a columnist for the newspaper and am currently working on a book.
Hi, my name is Dorothy Rawl, and I am a speech-language pathologist.
Hi, my name is Eric Scramlin. I am an attorney and I work for the City of Hobbs. I am the attorney for the City of Hobbs. You can imagine the city is kind of like a business or a company, and I'm the lawyer for the business or company.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Senna, and I'm one of the pastors at Kingsgate Church, and I also administrate our Child Care Center, preschool, and after-school program.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Senna. I'm the youth pastor of Kingsgate Church in Centro Victoria, and I'm also the Lee County Commissioner for District 4 right here in Lee County.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here today. My name is Evelyn Risen. I work for the University of New Mexico Office of Community Health. I am what is called an outposted hero because I work in a rural area. And in my current occupation, I just strive to build individual and community capacity by increasing health knowledge and self-sufficiency through a range of activities. And that goes from outreach, community education, informal counseling, social support, and advocacy.
Hi everybody, I'm Kelly Prieto. I am a master barber. I've been doing this for 23 years.
My favorite part of my job is helping people. I love serving the people of District 4. There's so many different demographics, there's so many different cultures, and I love communicating with the hardworking people of this community. As a youth pastor, I love working with a diverse group of young people who represent so many different schools here in Hobbs, and I love serving, I love growing with them and making an impact on their lives.
I love all the aspects of my job, but my favorite part is working with the elderly population and the developmentally delayed population.
So I would say that my favorite part of my job is being able to teach kids different skills and watching them grow from maybe a basic skill like a forward roll to a cartwheel.
What I really love about my career, there's lots of things, there's several things, but one of them is that I love teaching the Bible. It's obviously one of the most important parts of being a pastor is teaching the Bible in small groups, but also in larger groups. But what people don't also know is that I enjoy event planning. I love to plan events, execute events, coordinate events. I love working with vendors. It's one of my favorite things that I get to do in this job. And then of course I love managing and working with staff.
My favorite part of the job that I currently have is that I get to work very closely with police officers, law enforcement officers. I teach them about the law because when they go to the police academy, they only get a week to learn about years of constitutional law. So my favorite part is that I get to work very closely with them and teach them about the law. So essentially I'm a teacher for the cops.
I look forward to seeing what's new that I can do and achieve. I just look forward to, well, I like being in health, but I don't like looking at a lot of blood, and I'm kind of squeamish that way. So this gives me a bit of both worlds. I get to work with health officials, with nurses, with doctors, with health providers. It's just wonderful.
The hardest part is definitely walking with people through the trials and hard times in their lives. As a pastor, it's just part of what I do is to walk with people. It's very rewarding to comfort people and to walk through hard times with them, but it's definitely the most difficult thing to go through people's grief and people's hardships with them.
Sometimes, when you're not feeling well yourself, or so many other outside emotions are coming into play, you still have to put on a face.
You can't make everyone happy, and not everybody in your chair is in your corner. I learned that even my friends, when they weren't satisfied with my work, They wanted me to give it to them for free. They wanted me to discount my work. I would work all day on somebody sometimes, and they were never happy with anything that I did.
There's no question the hardest part of being a lawyer is dealing with stress. It's a very stressful job, and it's one of those demanding careers where you're always expected to know the right answer, and you're always expected to work. What I found the hard way, because for several years when I was getting started, I wasn't very good at managing the stress, and I wanted to do everything and be the best, and everyone's gonna look at me and say, hey, that's the best attorney. So I had to figure out ways to slow down and enjoy time with the family and take vacations and stuff like that.
Also, the same thing that I love about my job is the hardest thing is people, because sometimes you meet with people who aren't very nice, who aren't very encouraging, who sometimes can be mean, but you understand in this line of work that you kind of have to take the good with the bad and not let the bad outweigh the good or to bring you down.
I would say that the skills and education that you need for what I'm doing is, for sure, communication skills is very important. And I also do another business where I work with other women. And so empowerment is very huge. So I do a lot of self-development, reading, different things like that. But business is a good thing. So if you could go to school for maybe business, that'd be awesome. But also being able to know the skills and being able to do them. So I pride myself in knowing that every single skill that I can teach to my kids, I can do still, or I did do. So I think that it's very important to be able to know what you're doing to teach it.
So I think the first thing you would think of is to have some type of Bible degree or education in the Bible, which is important. I'm pursuing my master's from Wheaton College in evangelism and leadership, and that is important. But what's crazy is that I have a business degree from the USW, and I use that every single day as well. So I think it's important to have management skills, time management skills, people skills, that you're friendly, that you're able to work with people, public speaking, hospitality, planning, organizing. It's kind of just, it's kind of one of those jobs where it's a catch-all. You do a lot of different things, you wear a lot of different hats.
So there's two things that you need if you want to be a lawyer or an attorney. First, you're gonna have to like school because you're gonna be going for a long time. You need a 4-year degree from a college. So after high school, you need to go get a bachelor's degree. And then you gotta go to another school, a special school called a law school, where they teach you about the law. That's another 3 years. So by the time you actually get done with school, you'll likely be in your mid-20s. But most importantly, if you want to be a lawyer, it's not about the education, it's about the skills that you need. You have to be good at solving problems. You have to be good at thinking quickly on your feet, and you have to really have a passion for helping people.
In order to be a speech language pathologist, you need a bachelor's degree, preferably in communication disorders, or it can be in another field. And you also, which takes 4 years, and then you need a master's degree, which is an additional 2 years in communication disorders.
Communication and being able to relate to people, being able to listen. One of my favorite things to say is we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, that we were designed to listen twice as much as we talk, and to understand that these never close, but these can. So I would say communication.
Focus on your strengths, the things that you are great at, and excel in those. Just don't ever give up. That's the secret.
As a county commissioner and as a youth pastor, education is important. Now that can be the traditional form of education where you actually go to school for it, or it can be through life learning. I have both of those. But what I've found sometimes, even more than the traditional education, is the life learning. Learning from books, learning from building relationships with people, learning from my mistakes, learning from other people's mistakes, learning from mentors in my life, people who have taken time to instruct me and have a voice in my life. I think those are important, and I think the biggest part of education that has helped me to make an impact is being teachable and being willing to learn from anybody. And I do that every day.
You know, from a little girl, starting school, I had great teachers. and they were so wonderful. They inspired me, they took time with me, and I wanted to be just like them. So that's why I found myself going into education.
I chose my career as a youth pastor and as a county commissioner because it's something that I felt like God put on my heart. I don't mean to over spiritualize this by any means, but I love helping people. I wanted to make an impact. I've been able to do that. I'm grateful for it. But also as a youth pastor, I saw my father's work as a minister. I saw the way he worked in the immigrant community and worked with all cultures. And I saw the way God used him and worked in his life. I saw my mom love on people for so many years and the way she mentored people. And I wanted to be able to do that too. I wanted something meaningful. And I've been able to do that through ministry and through my work in politics.
I actually hadn't even heard of speech pathology. I was a sign language interpreter from the age of 12 through high school at my church. And so I wanted to do something where I could possibly work with hearing impaired individuals in this field. When I read about it in the catalog of the university that I went to, it said you can also work with hearing impaired individuals. So that's how I stumbled on it.
Ooh, okay. So I think I chose my careers because I feel like in life God just blessed me to be a teacher and to want to help. So I did teach 8th and 7th grade in Lovington. I started young with 1st and 2nd grade, and then my first job was an NCA cheer instructor, and so I went all around the country teaching girls and boys about cheer. So I feel like teaching is just my passion, and that's what God blessed me with to do. So that would be why.
As you are growing, as you are maturing, make sure you listen, ask questions. One of the biggest things I learned from my 3rd grade teacher was you have not because you ask not. You can't learn if you're not asking questions. So if you don't know, ask, because otherwise how are you going to learn? And stay flexible. Whatever your dream might be today might not be the same one that it is 2 years from now, and that's okay. Stay committed and stay strong. Thanks for letting me be a part of your day. Take care, guys. Love you.
I know you're going to be hearing from a lot of extraordinary people, and I hope that our words will inspire you to dream big for yourself. Maybe you'll run for office one day. Maybe you'll go into ministry. But whatever you do, my prayer and my hope for you is that you'll make a big impact in your world. Thanks again. Y'all have a great day.
I have a book called Iconic Women of Color, and they always have great words for you to live by. And one of them is from Melinda Gates, who stated, "Women and girls should be able to determine their own future no matter where they're from." And then Hillary Rodham Clinton said, "To all the girls, never doubt that you are valuable and powerful and deserving of every chance and opportunity in the world to pursue and achieve your own dreams." And personally for me, I say go after your dreams at all costs.
So thanks for letting me share today about being a woman in ministry. There's a lot of aspects that go into it. And I just want to encourage you, wherever you are, be yourself, learn what you're good at, enjoy doing it, ask for advice, and also don't be afraid to serve and do the humble things. As you grow, as you go through life, don't just keep reaching for the top of the ladder. Do where you are right now and enjoy it and serve and be willing to be humble and do the small things, because God will reward that, and someday you'll be exactly where you want to be.
So I just want to thank you guys all so much for listening and watching, and I just want to leave you with one thing, and that is you can and you will, and when you do, to God be the glory. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.
Now let's go over the My Power Pledge. This is my power. I dare to dream. I dare to be empowered. I empower myself to respect my sisters, respect myself, keep a confidence, be a good friend, tackle my fears, have courage, forgive others, try my best. We are all God's children. We are all sisters. We are steadfast. I dare to dream. It's my power.